Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you had so much fun during the Christmas festivities, and I pray this year brings us so much joy, so much bliss, and also success in all aspects of our lives. How is the Hamatan treating you? I mean, in areas like Accra and Kumasi, it was not so much felt, but in areas like Eastern region, especially where I am, Asamankase areas, getting close to Kede, Oda areas, it's still very much windy, even though it's getting closer to the end of January. It is still windy, it gets really cold in the mornings. Sometimes in the morning, it's very foggy in the atmosphere. Weird, right? Hi, I'm Akosia Safi, and this is Teachers on Duty. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, do not let me say this twice. Please go ahead to hit the subscribe button so that you can get updates on new episode that is going to be posted. Before we went on vacation, we talked about some things that you should consider if you're a newly posted teacher, things that you should consider before stepping foot into your classroom. On this episode, we are going to be talking about 5 common mistakes that newly posted teachers make. Let's get into it. When you are a newly posted teacher, you can be a little bit overwhelmed. I mean, getting to know your students, getting used to the new curriculum, getting to know their parents, all that, learning new things. Sometimes it can be very much overwhelming, and you may get a little bit carried away with all the things that you have been assigned to do. So it is very, very common to make these mistakes if you are a newly posted teacher. The first thing is that you grade everything. Not everything or every exercise needs to be graded. Sometimes it just has to be a fun exercise, especially in subjects like science, creative arts. I mean, I don't even have to pick any subject. Every subject you can use fun exercises, you can use fun activities, and you don't have to grade everything. Just give your learners the time and the space to enjoy the lesson, enjoy learning, enjoy the teaching process, and just relax. The second thing is the need for your students or your learners to like you. In this day and age of social media, everybody is looking for a way, to put something across to let people see that, what they are doing in class, their students are really liking. No, you don't have to be so focused on doing everything possible for your students to like you. Let them naturally develop their strengths to love you, to genuinely feel you as a teacher, as their facilitator. Your students should not be your primary motive. They should be a byproduct of the work that you are doing. When they become your primary motive, you get so blinded with all the things that you have planned in your head, forcing them to like you when it is not coming directly from the intentions that you are purposely there to do your work. At the end of the day, we should remember that we are there to work. We are there to make sure that the things that we have been expected to put across, the knowledge that we have been expected to put across, are being put across. They are being impacted properly. So all other things involved do not necessarily come strictly by the book. We do that because we want to, at the end of the day, make learning easy, make learning fun, make teaching easier for our students to also comprehend the things that we are teaching. So do not be so focused, do not force it, let it come naturally. Feel free, enjoy the teaching process. All the things that you are doing will be seen by your learners, and they are going to naturally develop the feeling and the pride in you being their facilitator. They are going to love you naturally. The third thing is that you do not take care of yourself. Say, madam, why are you not taking care of yourself? Why are you depriving yourself of self-care? Like, I don't understand. This whole job is fixated on your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And if you deprive yourself of these things, you will not be able to handle your kids. You will not be able to handle your learners. I always say that these kids feed on our energy, and the type of energy that we take to class is going to depict the type of day that we are going to have, and they are also going to have. Bear that in mind. So please, if you are tired, if you are mentally drained, if you are physically drained, take a day off. Call your headmaster, whoever is in charge, let them know you cannot make it throughout the day. You cannot meet your kids that day, so you need a day off. Take the rest you need, recharge, go the next day, and give your best. Because if you do not take the rest that you need, you are going to break down. And when you break down, how are you going to impact the knowledge that you have, envision yourself to impact these kids? And these kids need you. They need you to be in your best mood. They need you to be in your best physically. You need to be fit in order to face them head on, in order to impact the knowledge, in order to help them, to groom them to be the persons that we are envisioning them to be one day. Personally, when I am tired, I just call my headmaster and tell him, say, I beg today, dear, I won't be able to make it to school. So I take the day off. I rest, I take care of myself. I make sure that I am mentally ready, I am physically fit, and I'm psychologically ready to, meet my kids the next day. And whenever I close from work, the first thing I do is I take a 3 or 2 hour sleep. I sleep for at least 2 hours, because the idea that we underestimate what this job entails, it always blows my mind. Because you have no idea how tiring it is to be impacting knowledge to these kids. It's so tiring. So when I close from work, I take at least 2-3 hours sleep. I wake up at 5 p.m. I go to the gym, I exercise myself. I come back. If there is anything that I need to complete by the end of the week, I get back to it. Or if there are other things, some other things that I would like to attend to, I attend to it. I don't focus so much on having to complete an assigned task, because when I'm tired, I'm tired, and when you are tired, you are tired. You know it. So please take good care of yourself. Sleep if you must. Take a break if you must, and recharge for the next day. Now, the fourth mistake that many new teachers do or make is you work alone. Like, you don't have to work alone. You are new. Do not be a stranger to your veteran teachers. Do not be a stranger to your colleague teachers. If there is anything that you need help with, contact them. Have a conversation with them. Let them help you with anything that you find not comprehensive. And if you're a national service personnel also, you have mentors. You have people or a particular teacher that you were assigned to. Do not be a stranger to them. If you don't understand anything, make sure you contact them. The school in itself is a community. We have people that you can talk to, you can approach if there is anything that you need help with. So please, do not work alone. Do not work alone. I remember when I started my teaching profession, I think I made this mistake because I felt I knew everything, and I was fresh, and sometimes you have this idea, you think you know everything, so you can do everything by yourself. But no, I realized that I need my mentor, I need the community, I need my head, everyone involved. Make the work much more easier. It helps you to really grab certain concept that you are not so familiar with, or some cultures in your school community that you are not so used to. So do not work alone. Ask for help if you need any. Contact your headmaster, contact assistant headmaster, anyone involved in the school. Make sure you contact them, so that your work become more easier, so that you do not end up draining all the strength that you have in order to impact knowledge. The last mistake that many new teachers do or make is comparing yourself to other teachers. This often happens when you have taught a particular strand, or you have taught a particular concept, and your learners did not really get it. After marking their scripts and their exercises, you realize that it didn't go the way you had actually planned it in your head. Do not beat yourself so much about it. Do not compare yourself so much to how your colleague teachers would have taught it and how perfect it would have been. No. Remember that perfection is not gained in a day. it takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of patience. So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't compare yourself so much to what your other colleagues, how they do their things. Fine, you can compare teaching techniques, you can compare teaching methods, but do not belittle your potential to the extent that you feel that if you had used theirs, it would have been much more better. Ask for opinions, let them help you out with how you can go about teaching your learners in order for them to really understand and comprehend the things that you are going to teach them. But do not look too much down on yourself. I have been there. I was, so focused on how my mentor was teaching, and I felt, I always was so hard on myself. I felt like, this thing that when I teach it doesn't even go like how she was doing it. So, I always belittled myself, and I felt I was not doing the best that I can. But with time, I have gotten to realize that with a lot of practice, I have my own unique way of teaching, and I do not have to compare myself to any other teacher, because at the end of the day, we are all different people and we all will have different ways of impacting knowledge. So these are the 5 mistakes that I think new teachers make often. I hope this helps you as a newly posted teacher and as a new teacher that is entering into the teaching profession. As always, I am Akosia Safi, and do not forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe before leaving the channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment and share. Let me know your thoughts of some of the things that or some mistakes that you think newly posted teachers make. Until we meet again, that is next week obviously. Bye.